Okay, guys, welcome back. This is Collins View Pips. Remember, this is no financial advice. This is just how Collins View Pips, how Collins view the forex market. Okay, and now we're looking at Gbpjpy, starting from the weekly time frame. What do you see here? This was our last. We're looking from the current price action. Okay, so our last high, low, high. Okay, and now market is reacting here, reacting from the daily supply, from the daily demand rather. Let's go down to the daily and see. Okay, you see the market is reacting from the daily demand, and from daily demand, after it got here, reacted from the supply, rejected back, but refused to create a new low. Now created a new high. Okay, what do we expect to see now? We're expecting the market to continue creating higher highs, at least all the way to these zones, this breaker level here, or neckline, whichever way you call it. Okay, all the way to these zones. Uh, all the way to these zones here for the breaker points. That we're expecting the buys to play out too. And now, looking at the daily, you don't really see much happening, so we have to go down to 4 hour, observe. Okay, good. I believe the 4 hour, there's a little bit of explanation here. Looking at the 4 hour, what do you see? High, low, high, reacted from a demand, and trying to create new highs. Okay, so trying to create new highs, the market reacted from the daily supply. Remember that, but still refused to create a new low. Now the market is heading back again to the daily supply. There's an extreme in there. So most likely this is a weak high, and we're expecting to see reactions from the 15 minutes inside the 4 hour. If the sales play out, good. But if the sales doesn't play out, we're expecting to take our buys from where? Okay, marking this out from the 4 hour, we're expecting to take our buys from here, okay, or from the extreme. Going to take our buys from here or from this extreme here, because this is the new low. Well, this is not actually the new low, So we're going to take our buys from here or from here. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Okay, good. Now looking at the 1 hour, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? Market reacted from a demand and is heading back to supply. There's a 15-minute supply here, as you can see. The market never got there. There's a 15-minute supply there. In here, the market never got there. Now we are seeing rejections. This is how the market closed for the week. We're seeing rejections all the way to this demand. I expect something like this to play out, or something like this. Okay, or something like this to play out. This is how we expect to take the buys. I'm expecting to see this here or here, because these are our zones, the demand zones. Right, this was the last demand, and this was the demand that caused the break of structure. Okay, that caused the movements, the bullish movements. All right. So most likely there's a tendency of the price coming down to these zones, then for the buys to continue going. But then we have to look at what is actually happening in the moment, not what is supposed to happen. All right, that what is happening is the market refuses to react from a supply zone and is heading back to a demand zone. So be very cautious to see what happens there. When it gets there, what are we expecting to see? This without before we take any move. I don't just set my entries here. I get to see something like this here in 5 minutes, 15 minutes before I take my move. Okay, then we'll join. We're part of the buy. Then we become join the buys up, or we expect to see sales play out here or here. But this, remember, this is a weak high. This is a weak high. Never created a new low. This is a weak high, and we expect to see the sales play out from here still. The extreme zones. 15 minutes. All right, now we're in the 15 minutes. Okay, looking at the 15 minutes here, you see this clearly. So the first break of structure coming from this cell, this other block here, but the price never got there, as you can see. And this was our 15 minutes, which the price never reacted from. So for the week, we expect to see sales play out to these points, to these zones, for the buys to continue to these zones, or the buys just keep playing out to this place and sells, or there's still a possibility of this market reacting from here, taking this highs. Okay, there's possibility of the market taking all these highs. As the liquidity grab them, we are fully in a bullish trend, making the daily bullish, the 4-hour bullish. All right, but right now the daily is still bearish. 1 hour bullish, daily bearish, 4-hour bearish, but 4 hour is looking like it's about to turn bullish. And once the 4 hour turn bullish, I believe our daily would also be bullish. If our daily would also be bullish. And yeah, patience, patience is what is going to keep you in the game. If you're seeing moves like this and you're trying to rush, be part of the move, most likely you're going to get in and take L's, before you get to see your wins. That's why you have to. It has. I feel trading is like a premeditated something. Okay, you don't just go into the market and do whatever you feel like. You actually have to premeditate it, expect it, wait for that stuff that you're expecting to happen. If it doesn't happen, you're staying out of the trade. If it doesn't happen, you're staying out of the trade, out of the market. Okay, but then when you expect to see something and you see that thing play out, trust me, you have every right to be part of that trade. Okay, you have every right to be part of that trade. This what I'm marking out is the 15 minutes demand. All right, the 15 minutes demand in the 4 hour. This is also the 15 minutes demand. So the buyers are either going to play out here or here, you know, something like this. I'm trying to use the full order block, okay, taking these highs, or here, taking these highs, or here, creating new highs as well, okay? These are two entry criteria, either reacts from this or this, creating new highs. And sales are gonna play out from here, okay? Looking at this is very bullish, creating a W pattern already. W pattern. This is already creating a W pattern for the buys. Keep playing out till all the way to these zones, okay? All the way to these zones, or possibly even creating a new high. All right, you just have to anticipate everything and be part of the market. And by creating a new high, this will take weeks to a month. All right, that's not something you should rush into. That's why you have to look. Let's go into 1 hour and focus on this right now. Okay, this is where we are. For to take buys here, here. For to take sales here, here. Okay, I think that's all for Gbpjpy. And remember, this is just a quick analysis for the coming week. If you did enjoy this video, like, subscribe, you know, drop your comments, let us know, ask any questions, let us know what we can do better to make the video much better. All right, and remember, this is just for educational purposes, okay? Educational, motivational purposes. I am not a financial advisor. I just make contents I feel traders out there need with my own knowledge of the market, my own knowledge of the market. This is how I see the market, okay? And this is also smart money concept. If you're aware with smart money, this is smart money concept. So yeah, see you again next week.